Hello parents, this video is for you. In part of talking about feelings this week, I kind of just wanted to check in and have you all, like through Seesaw or email or a phone call, a video, whatever works best for you. Let me know how your family is doing, and I want to check in on the emotional needs of your little kiddos especially. I've heard such varying things from families during this time, and sometimes from the same family from week to week it changes. I know some kids are kind of enjoying the rhythm and quiet of this all and have like their own groove and routines going on at home. For some kiddos, this has been really, really tough. This whole stopping school and everything in society changing drastically. For some kids, it's been really tough, and some parents are seeing behaviors surface that they haven't seen or that they hadn't seen in a long time surface. And it's hard, some families have lost jobs, and some families seem to be doing fine and seem to be doing well, and everything in the middle too. It seems to be a big range. I'm just hoping that this week you can check in with your kiddos and just, this sounds silly because I know you talk to your kids every day, all day, but just have a conversation really with intention, and maybe you can start by saying something like, wow, lots of things have changed, huh? Like you don't go to the store with me anymore, or we don't get to see grandma right now, or whatever the changes in your life, or dad's not going to work right now, or whatever the changes are in your life. All of us have them. All of us have changes, a lot of changes right now. And say, how do you feel about that? Is everything good? And I don't think this has to be something where you like probe, and some kids might just be like, yeah. But I think the arching message of this is, even if your kid's like, yeah, I'm fine, then say, you know what? Sometimes things can be tricky and it can feel hard when things change. So I just want you to know, if you ever have big feelings, or if you're ever feeling sad or scared, you can always talk to me, and we can always try to help you feel better, because it's my job as a parent to help you feel safe, and I will always keep you safe. So I am just wondering if we can have like an intentional conversation with our kiddos this week and remind them and say, and I want to hear your happy things too. When you're so happy, it makes me so happy to hear it too. However you want to word it. But if any of you who have been having emotional or behavioral issues want a chance to like talk them through this week, sometimes it can be good to just, I'm not a counselor, I will not pretend to be a counselor, but but I do know your kids really well. You know them the very best, but I do know them well. And maybe just getting it off your chest could help too. I do know that for kids this age, routine is extremely important. And I would say actually more than routine, a rhythm maybe. I don't think a routine has to be like, you wake up at this exact time, you do this lesson at this exact time. It can be more of a rhythm of like, this is when we wake up, we have breakfast, next we do this, we take a break and go outside and play for an hour, like then we have our lunch. Then they know after lunch it's a quiet time, or whatever your family does, like that there's just like a rhythm around it. And of course it's good for kids to practice being flexible too, but it's really good for kids to have like a rhythm that they can depend on every day. And for some of the kiddos, like the story time has become part of the rhythm that I do every night. Whatever I can do to help your family create a rhythm, I would love to help. And I have a saying that I would love to pass on to you guys. I think maybe I've shared it before, but we used to say in class, feelings are real and there's something we feel, but what matters most is the way that we deal. So when your kids are really, really mad, it's okay to be really mad. It's okay to be really scared. It's okay to be really happy. Whatever our feelings are, they're okay. They are our feelings to have. But how we handle our feelings is a big thing, and how we model that as adults to our kids without perfection. We're parents. Sometimes we lose our cool, and I know as a single mom, sometimes it's just hard parenting by yourself. I know this from my own experience. So anyways, I just honor you and validate you all in the work you're doing. But if you could send me a quick message this week and let me know, like behaviorally, socially, emotionally. So let's focus on social emotional this week. I want to know how your kids are doing more on that level this week than I do even academically. So if you could give me a little check-in, I would so appreciate it. And I'm going to send Vanderbilt University has tons of resources on social emotional health. I'm going to send some your way. And I hope you guys have a great night. Have a good night. Bye.